Hello, welcome to my very first sketchbook tour. I kind of want to share my journey with any of my artist friends who are maybe long distance, and I want them to have the satisfaction of flipping through my sketchbook, but they can't particularly do that because they're in another state. Or if I'm out and about somewhere and I want to show somebody a specific sketch from a specific sketchbook, I'm going to have these videos up on my YouTube channel along with all of my cosplay stuff to be able to show people. But hello, I am chasing fandoms. Hopefully you're having an amazing day. Maybe pull out a sketchbook and get yourself some coffee. Now, there are some vent arts in here, so if anybody knows what vent art is, one, I'm sorry, and two, for those who don't know, it can be very gory, sad art that artists will use to try to deal with emotions and stuff like that if they can't necessarily get to a therapist at that time and they're just trying to process through some emotions. So there's a lot of vent art in here because 2020 to 2021, when I finished this sketchbook, literally the end of last month, it was very, very hard for me. Literally the first page of the sketchbook is a vent art. I will put up on screen whenever a vent art does pop up, and we'll go from there. So yeah, let's get started. So like I said, the very first page in here is a vent art, so please be warned ahead of time, and I am also sorry if I'm very I'm not used to recording stuff like this. So we're gonna get right into this. So let me adjust my lighting. Okay, hopefully that's a little bit better and you guys will be able to hopefully be able to see the art a little bit better. This first piece, there was actually a different page originally. You can see I wrote up here 2020 because I jump around so much in the sketchbook. You'll have something from 2020 and then you'll have something from like literally 2 days ago, a couple pages later. So be prepared, there's going to be a lot of jumping around in skill and stuff like that. But this was around the time that I was starting to get back into art, but I do absolutely love the colors and the gradients here. I love how much emotion you can feel within this drawing. Absolutely adore it. But this is an example of some of the vent art that will be in the sketchbook as we go forward. So this is what I mean. So now we backed up. I don't think I used a reference for this one. I think this was literally just pure emotion, pure I'm crying and drawing. This Futaba on the next page, I know for a fact I drew in very dark lighting without a reference. I love these little like fills that I do, or like the shapes in the background and stuff like that. We'll do this so you guys can see this a little bit. This was me starting to get back into working with charcoal. I was just kind of experimenting with these first 2 pages, trying to get back into the mediums that I had at the time, because I had gotten rid of a lot of art stuff because I thought, oh, I'm never gonna get back into it. Save all of your art. Save it. You're gonna want to look back at it when you're in the future. Like, I have some old art, but there's a lot that I wish that I still had around, and here too, actually. I actually adore these characters. This is the same character in both pictures here. She's my character Sophie. I think I made her in middle school when I was really into creepypasta at the time. Yeah, I know, cringy. Cringe at me all you want. But I do absolutely love this like mix of pen and like charcoal pencil that I did here. I really like the mix of that, and it's very, very nice. This was me starting to do some work, like actual studies. So I remember exactly what was going on when I was doing this one. I was watching Lavender Town's video on same face syndrome, and I was like, I should go through with some of my characters and see if like their eyes are like too close together or that I can distinguish them from really close up. And I found that I could. So got 3 different D&D all 4 of these are actually D&D characters. So we got these, we got Jet, McKenna, which a lot of you guys have probably seen me cosplay her. My very first D&D character, Adeline, who I still need to redesign. Calliope, who's my adorable fawn character. I absolutely adore Calliope. I think there's some art of her in the future here too. This is technically another vent art. This was like my first kind of dabble into like alcohol water-based markers. Very interesting. You can see that we go into some anatomy studies, and this is actually one of the first times that we jump forward in time. So these were done in 2021, just kind of filling up some page. I got some manly mans. I love doing sitting poses for some reason. I actually hate doing standing poses. I love like the kind of crumpled up, stylized like sitting poses. I don't know why. It's just something that I enjoy. So yeah. And then we jump back to 2020, and this is again another situation of practicing with alcohol markers. This was actually a challenge on TikTok. I don't know if in my notes here I have the original thing. If I find the video, I'll let you guys know. And it will be who I ended up coming up with Shuyan. I absolutely adore this piece. The issue that I mainly have with it is like you can't really tell what's going on torso wise here. Like I know what's going on because I drew it, but most people have told me that they get kind of confused. But I absolutely adore the lighting, like this room lighting that I did of the fire. Like it looks so cool. I absolutely adore this piece. It looks amazing. And I did this in 2020. I think the next page is going to show you the huge difference between my art in 2020 and 2021. So this one right here was done in 2021. It's fan art of Mary from the game Ib. I absolutely adore how this came out. I didn't end up doing it on watercolor paper, so there's a couple situations where it's just kind of splotchy in areas that I don't particularly like, but I love the colors, the vibrancy. I love what I did here with the painter's tape, because this is actually a different piece of paper just brought in and taped down, and I absolutely adore how that looks. But that's done in 2021. Same thing with, this is another drawing of Sophie, my little vet character. There we go, my vet character Sophie. This was also done in 2021. Again, with these sitting poses, I don't know why I love them so much. They're just more dynamic to me in like dynamic in the way of you can express so much about a personality or what you're feeling by how you're just sitting when it comes to art. This was another character creation challenge. This is like a draw your monster challenge. It's a pretty popular TikTok, but I'll put up the username of the original or the video. I don't know exactly what editing me is going to decide to do. This is another OC that I'm wanting to rework at some point. Her name is Alice. It's very much inspired off of The Walking Dead. It's very much a story that I really enjoy. It was originally a cosplay OC tag that I was a part of over on TikTok with a friend, but that ended up dying out. But I ended up keeping the character because I absolutely adored her. So this page, I am a practicing spiritual person. So these were some ideas for a journal cover that I ended up doing. This was also done in 2020. It's not really loading very well. Pretty sure this was done in colored pencil, which isn't necessarily my thing. I prefer doing watercolor, but I do love the shininess of like the gel pen and like the white acrylic paint marker. It's a very shiny drawing and I enjoy it. This was shortly after moving stuff around in the apartment that I was living in, and I had like a long day, so me and my partner decided we were gonna like chill and watch some cartoons. So while I was waiting for him to shower, we had decided that we were gonna watch Teen Titans. So I drew this from memory, which I absolutely adore now looking at it. Like, I really enjoy this one more than I enjoy the one of Raven in my style while rewatching Teen Titans. Also, that font is like perfect. I do prefer this one. Then we have another page of McKenna, who is again a cosplay that I do a lot on TikTok. I absolutely adore her. This is a younger version of her, probably around the time that she first graduated from Vernon College. Adore her. Then we got some more McKenna on this page. I think I was recently just getting back into watercolor at this point, and I was starting to like practice with it again, practice like stylized shading, doing monochrome stuff. I really enjoy the painterly aesthetic to this. Absolutely adore her, like I said. Then we get into some more studies. I love this study here. So what I had asked my partner to do with this top one here was I have some manga collections, and I told him to go through some of the manga and pick out a picture for me to draw the anatomy of. So this one was done in 2020. And then as a fun comparison, because I left this space empty, when I started getting back into art again, I had decided that I'm gonna turn down the light. I had decided that I was going to compare the two by drawing a pose in the way that I would do this now. Then we go into some hand studies. Then we go into some more fan art. We got some Kilala from Inuyasha, which was the first anime I ever watched. Absolutely adore it. And then we have Calliope, my lovely little fawn character from D&D, who I absolutely adore. I want to cosplay her eventually. She's absolutely adorable. I love her so much. Another vent art piece right there. But this is where I started trying to work on backgrounds a little bit. Not really my strong suit. I just wanted to try. I think this is supposed to be Sophie again, but I'm not sure. This is some vent art. I think I was dealing with body dysmorphia at the time. For anyone who struggled with EDs in the past, that's something that I struggle with personally. And yeah, we'll move on from that. This is when I decided I was going to make an Instagram. Hello, doggo? Oh, are you pushing my door open? Hello, you want to come here? Hi, baby. Hi. You speak? No speak. So this was a situation of I wanted to make myself like a little Instagram icon because I was going to post my art, which I never ended up actually doing. Came out. This was also done in alcohol marker. I really enjoy the hair here, and I think this was around the time that I started to stylize faces in this way, and I still do that now and I absolutely adore it. Why does it kind of look like there's a face here? What? This? Oh, I think this is where my obsession was starting to draw ghosts literally everywhere started. I don't know why. It's like one of my go-to, like, fill a little bit of space by drawing a ghost. Just draw a ghost. And then random pair of lips, a random nose, and then fan art. of Avatar: The Last Airbender, because I was obsessed with it at the time in 2020. This was done in 2021, but this was done in 2020. Why am I blanking on your name? Moon Girl. UA. That took way longer than it should have. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching this video. As you can kind of tell, I had to put it into 2 parts because Past Me really wanted to talk way too long about every single page in her sketchbook. With that being said, if you want to be notified of when the second part comes out, make sure to subscribe and ring that little notification bell. I'd greatly appreciate it, and it'll be able to tell you when that video goes up. With that being said, hopefully you guys are doing well. Make sure to drink water and take care of yourselves, and I'll see you guys very soon. Bye-bye.